Welcome to the OpenEMR project. This is the fourth video of the OpenEMR Easy Docker Development Environment series. This video will cover snapshots and capsules. These are cool features that allow you to back up and restore the testing environment. Assumptions of this tutorial are that you have set up and are using the OpenEMR Easy Docker Development Environment, which is covered in the link in this slide and is also included on the video summary. We also assume you're using the environment in the home /git/OpenEMR directory. Snapshots are temporary backups of the testing environment, while capsules are the permanent backups of the testing environment. When you tear down your OpenEMR Easy Docker Development with the OpenEMR-cmd down command, then the snapshots will all be removed. A capsule is essentially a way to save the snapshot outside the testing environment on your operating system, so it won't be removed with this OpenEMR down command. The difference will become more clear as we go through the tutorial. It is also important to note that this is for the testing environment and is not for the source and code base changes that you make, which are directly saved and you're working directly and are managed by Git. This video is going to first cover how to make a custom testing environment. Then it will cover how to make backups and restores of this testing environment using snapshots and capsules. It will then cover a possible pitfall when you're restoring. Let's get started. First, we will create a custom testing environment, which will consist of resetting the testing environment and bringing in demo data, then adding 10 random patients, and then also customizing the login page. First, we will open a terminal. It's really important when using the Easy Docker environment to make sure that you have the most recent OpenEMR Flex Docker, which you can do with this command, docker pull OpenEMR /OpenEMR:/flex. And as you can see here, it is now downloading the most recent OpenEMR Flex Docker. And it is good to get in the habit of doing this whenever you start up the testing environment. Just to show what happens when you already have the most recent Flex Docker, we'll do the command again. Again, docker pull OpenEMR /OpenEMR:/flex. And here it tells you that your Docker image is up to date, which again, you just downloaded. So now we're going to go into our home directory, and then we're going to go into the git /OpenEMR /docker /development -easy. And then we're going to start up the development environment with the OpenEMR-cmd up command. See, this will take probably 5 to 10 minutes. You can check if it's completed by doing the OpenEMR-cmd dl command. And here's what you see if it's successfully loaded up, which is the Docker log of the OpenEMR Docker. So now we're going to do the OpenEMR-cmd command to list the commands we can use. The first thing we are going to do is, for the testing environment, do the OpenEMR-cmd drid command, which will basically reset the environment, install it, and then load the demo data. This will take several minutes. And you will likely see quite a bit of output on your screen, which you can ignore. We have successfully brought in the official demo data into our testing environment. The next thing we will do to add to our testing environment is bring in 10 random patients, which we will do via the OpenEMR-CMD IRP10 command. This will also take several minutes, and there will be a large amount of output on the screen, which you can ignore. So we have now completed adding the 10 random patients to our testing environment, in addition to the demo data, which we also added. So now we'll go to the web browser and go to your OpenEMR instance at localhost 8300. You will then log in with username. And what I was just focusing there was just showing the slogan, which we're going to change for our testing environment. To log in, you log in with username admin and password PASS. And again, as you can see in our testing environment, we have Phil Belford, which is part of the demo, and also all these other random patients that we added. And we can also see in the users, these are all the users which are added with the official demo data. Here we're going to change in the branding section, this login page tagline, we're going to change it to this phrase, which will then show up in the login page, just to make it more clear that our testing environment is being used. So again, you can see here where it says migrate testing environment. Next, we will create a snapshot of this testing environment. So we'll go back to our terminal and we'll do the OpenEMR-CMD command to show the command that we're going to be using in this backup management section, which is where we have all the snapshot and capsule commands. The command we'll be using to back up the snapshot is this BS command. So we'll type OpenEMR-CMD space BS space, then we're going to give a name for our snapshot, which I'm going to call my testing env. So in this case, we successfully saved the snapshot. Now we're going to show how to list the snapshots. And we're going to use this command here, the ls command, which will list the snapshots. So we're going to type OpenEMR-CMD space ls. And as you can see here, it lists the snapshots, which is the one that we put in. Now we're going to demonstrate how to restore the testing environment from a saved snapshot. We're going to first, as for demo purposes, we're going to actually reset the environment we have now to the just basic empty environment. And then we're going to use the restore snapshot command to restore the environment to the one that we previously saved. So again here, we're now going to reset our environment to be blank by utilizing the DRI command. So we're going to type OpenEMR-CMD space DRI. This will take several minutes. Well, so we've now reset the testing environment, which we can demonstrate by going to your OpenEMR instance. As you can see, my great testing environment is here from the prior use. Now if I refresh this page, you can see it's now gone to the standard default phrase. And we can log in via the username admin, password pass. As you can see here, there are now no patients, so they've all been removed, and there's only one user, which is the admin user. So we're back to our default blank testing installation. So now we're going to use the restore snapshot command to restore back to the snapshot that we created via the rs command. So we're going to type OpenEMR-CMD. First, again, we're going to demonstrate that with the OpenEMR-CMD ls command, we can see that snapshot that we saved, and we're going to copy that and then use that in this command, the OpenEMR-CMD space rs space the name of that snapshot. And this will now restore our testing environment to that saved snapshot, which can take several minutes. So we have now restored our snapshot. So we'll go to your OpenEMR. As you can see, there's the default. Now when we refresh it, we're going to see that we're now back to our snapshot that we saved, which is the migrate testing environment. So we can again log in with admin and password pass. And the testing environment will now have all the patients from that saved testing environment. And additionally, all the users will be there also. So now we're going to look at capsules. First command is just how to list the capsules. Capsules are basically the mechanism to allow you to save snapshots outside of the Docker, even when the Dockers are removed. So we will go to the terminal. And again, we'll type the OpenEMR-CMD command to show the commands. In this case, we're going to be using the capsule commands here. First command will be the list the capsules, which is the LC command. So we'll type OpenEMR-CMD LC. In this case, you can see we already have a capsule, which is actually our snapshot, but along with the .tgz. So in this case, we're going to show you how to then take a capsule from within the Docker and save it into your operating system, which makes it a permanent way to save your snapshot. So again, we're going to copy the name of your my testing environment .tgz. In this case, we're going to use the gc command for the get capsule. So we're going to type OpenEMR-CMD gc, the name of the capsule, and then after that, we're going to put where we want to store it on your operating system. In this case, we're going to store it in the home directory. So we have now saved this capsule from within the Docker into your home directory, which we'll show here by typing ls-al home directory and then the name of the capsule. As you can see here, it is within our operating system. So now we're going to show how to use the put capsule command in order to restore the testing environment even after completely tearing down your Docker environment with the down and up commands. So we will first do that, and then we will show how to copy the capsule from your operating system into your testing environment and then use that to restore your environment. So again, the goal is to use this put capsule command. First, however, we will reset our environment completely, meaning we're going to actually remove the entire environment via the down command, and then we're going to restart it again with the up command. So the first command we're going to do is OpenEMR. And again, we'll copy this for the future, this capsule. So the first thing we're going to do is the OpenEMR-CMD, or CMD down command, which is going to shut down and remove your easy development Docker testing environment. And we'll show here with the Docker PSA-A command that, as you can see, there are no active Dockers running at this point. So now we're going to restart our Docker environment with the OpenEMR-CMD up command. And again, this will take up to 5 to 10 minutes to complete. To ensure that it's complete, you can then type the OpenEMR-CMD DL, which is the log of the OpenEMR Docker. And that should look like this when it's completed. So now we're just going to show that what happens when you've done this. You're going to have no more snapshots or capsules in your Docker. So as you can see here with the OpenEMR-CMD ls command and the OpenEMR-CMD lc commands, you don't see any snapshots or capsules. Additionally, if you go to the login page, you're going to see you're back to the default slogan at the top, and we can log in with admin and again password pass, and you'll see that there'll be no more patients, and there's only an admin user. So you've gone back to the default testing environment. Again, we'll type the OpenEMR-CMD command just to show the commands. So the next thing we're going to do is put that capsule that we've copied into your Ubuntu operating system back into the Docker so that we can then use it to restore the testing environment. So we're going to type OpenEMR-CMD PC space, and then we're going to paste the path to your capsule that you've copied into your Ubuntu operating system. So at this point, we've now copied that capsule into your testing environment. So now we're going to demonstrate this by listing the capsules, listing the snapshots, and restoring that snapshot. So here's OpenEMR-CMD LC will list the capsules. As you can see, here's the capsule that we just put into the testing environment. And then we're going to show the OpenEMR-CMD. Sorry about the typo. We'll do that again. OpenEMR-CMD ls, which again is going to list the snapshots. As you can see, here's our snapshot, which we're going to copy and use in our next command. Again, OpenEMR-CMD space rs, which is restore snapshot, and then we're going to place that snapshot name, which will now restore your testing environment. So our restore is complete. So we will now go back into the OpenEMR. Again, here's the old slogan, the default slogan on previous use, but if we restore it now, you can see here we're back to our previously saved environment. Again, it says migrate testing environment, and then username, admin, password, pass. We can then log in. And as you can see here, all the patients we created with our original snapshot. In addition to the users that we had previously. So the next thing we're going to go over is a potential pitfall when you're restoring a snapshot. So it's not uncommon that as OpenEMR develops, there are database changes. And in order for a snapshot to incorporate those database changes, you generally have to incorporate upgrading. So in this case, what you can do after you restore the snapshot, you can use this EV command along with the version that you want to upgrade from to ensure that happens. So a lot of times when you're working on the 7.1 or 7.0.1 dev environment, you'll use this command after doing your restore snapshot. You can see here this EV command, which is ensure version. So in this case, you would do an OpenEMR-CMD space EV, and then you'll put the version 7.0.0, which is where you want to make sure that it upgrades the database from. In this case, it'll automatically go through the SQL upgrade script and ensure that your database is up to date. And the tutorial is complete.